All right, hello everybody. Welcome to another video from AA Sports Cards. No preamble. We are getting right to the latest latest consignment sent to us at AA Sports Cards. And I've said it many times. This is from a very valued repeat consigner who continues to send us phenomenal stuff. And we're very happy and honored to be working with him on the sale of his collection. We're going to start things off with a 1939-40, I think, yes, 1939-40 Frank Brimsick rookie card. I happen to love the 39-40 and 40-41 O-Pee-Chee sets. They are incredibly unique. They're loaded with Hall of Famers, a lot of key rookie cards, including Brimsick. They are blank backed. And to me, they are just gorgeous, especially the goaltenders. And we're going to continue with the pre-war, which is always a lot of fun to sell. Again, we did a pre-open here, but I'm not, it's very hard for me to see these cards. I'm looking at them upside down. So I'm assuming you, the viewer, can see, you know, who's a Hall of Famer, who isn't. 1936 O-Pee-Chee Series D. Yes, it'd be great to have them with the backs, but even without them, they are, you know, very desirable. And is that who I think that is? Is that Turk Broda?
Yeah.
So that is a Turk Broda rookie card, and I would know that thing. Even if I was looking at it like this, I would guess that was the Turk Broda rookie card. I'm kind of kidding, but I could tell from upside down that it was, and wow, that's awesome. All of these cards, as always, will be coming up on eBay under our user ID AAA Sports Cards Vahuda. There is Silaps, another Hall of Famer. And then we're going to get into a really nice run of Ice Kings. Anytime pre-war hockey is graded, whether it's a 1 or a 2, or in this case a 4.5, that's the greatest thing about pre-war is you don't need 7s and 8s to really move the needle. Very significant grades for cards that are approaching, you know, before we know it, will be 100 years old. And here is, you know, again, one of the most important sets of all time, the first set of hockey cards ever issued, the C56 from 1910, and a couple more Ice Kings here to round things off. That is Dick Clapper. I think Dick Clapper's in the Hall of Fame, but he might not be. But that's a name, he just sounds like he's in the Hall of Fame. And there is Bun Cook, who's definitely in the Hall of Fame. So a really nice run of pre-war hockey. And we're going to move it down here, and we're going to get into the 1950s. This brings up an interesting thing that I want to mention. So you're going to see some graded cards here, and you're going to see some raw. And what we do here at AA Sports Cards, but I have to say first, Bob Pulford rookie card, 1957 Parkhurst. This card is not high grade, but it's sort of like the Paul Henderson rookie and a few other, the Dennis Hull rookie. This card does not have to be high grade to sell. I bet you we get a lot of activity on that card. So we are a small auction house. I think we offer some advantages over the big guys. Obviously, we're not one of the high-end auction houses. It would be nice to be, but we are what we are. And I've kind of always say in my head about us, if you know, you know. So there are a lot of third-party consigners who don't necessarily want to do vintage raw. And not everybody has graded cards. Not everybody has the kind of material that is gradable or wants to go through the process of getting their cards graded, but still want to sell. And that's where I believe we can come in and help you, because as long as the cards fit our consignment model, which this stuff does, we are very happy to sell it for you. Sometimes, in order to, you know, make a lot more desirable, we may group some cards up to generate interest, but anytime it's a key card like this, we will offer them individually. So there's a nice run of 50s. I'll just jump to what we have here. Again, this really further solidifies sort of what I'm talking about. So here's a nice group of 1970 O-Pee-Chee hockey, a year that you know, is very, very popular. 171 snuck in there. But a group of 71s with a Gila Point rookie card on top. Here is the Sittler. Here is the Bobby Clark. Here is the Gilbert Perreault. And here is the Brad Park. So what we're going to do here is, yes, we could easily sell a couple of these very quickly. Like, let's say those 3 cards. It would be a lot harder to move those one by one. What we're going to do most likely is sell all of these 1970 cards together in one group. This will interest set builders. This will interest resellers who need stock for shows and online sales. It creates more interest and hopefully higher bids for our consignor. Let's continue on with 70-71, a really nice run of graded cards here. Is that an 8, Dave?
Yeah.
There is also an 8 Phil Esposito. Tony. Rod Gilbert, best looking hockey player in the 70s when everybody was ugly. He was a very handsome guy. There's the Bellevaux. All right, we're going to move on to another nice group of 1950s. These are all graded. Just going to show a couple of the highlights there. So we have a Norm Allman PSA 8. This is an interesting card because it's actually the second to last card in this. Oh, it's not. Sorry, I'm getting this confused. I thought it was from 1958 where it's the second to last card. Okay, forget it. Still very nice though. Norm Allman, 1959 tops, PSA 8. And a third year Busick, also a PSA 8. Gorgeous card. Here is the rest of the 58 or 59s. We'll run through them quickly. Always love the goalies. When it's graded vintage like this, we will always sell these one by one. Any card from the 1950s that's a PSA 7 is going to get offered individually. We ended off with great card, an authentic grade, but still a second year Bobby Hull. All right, we're going to move on to 1963, which is sort of a year that some people love and some people don't. I do. I happen to think it's a really unique design for a lot of reasons. The most interesting one to me, I think I've mentioned this before, and again, I'm looking at these upside down, but Topps only had the 3 American teams this year, New York, Boston, and Chicago, but they snuck in Detroit and Toronto players in the black and white section here. I know Gordie Howe is in one card, and a couple of other players from Montreal and Toronto are. So a beautiful Jacques Plante card, 1963 Topps. This is the first Topps hockey card of Jacques Plante ever issued, and it's gorgeous. A PSA 8. KSA 8, sorry. KSA 8, we're going to give some love to KSA. And an 8.5, Andy Bathgate. Beautiful, beautiful card. The rest of these cards are all graded as well. You will see all of these cards coming up at auction very, very soon. Once we get to work on them, this is a great card. The Bobby Hull, PSA 7. So this year, loaded with stars. Whoops, everything's graded and everything's really, really nice. Okay, we're going to end this gentleman's consignment with modern stuff. Another reason I wanted to do this video, because we're going from the first hockey cards ever issued in 1910 all the way up to the 2020s. We're not going to show every card, but we pulled out some that we want to highlight individually. There is the Quinn Hughes rookie card, which around here is
a big deal.
A big deal. It's sort of our Connor McDavid. There is Connor Hellebuck, which is he's under some pressure right now, but I know he's going to rise to the occasion. I just have a good gut feeling. There is Rantanen, who is part of the biggest trade of the year this year. Jack Eichel, who's having a fantastic season. That is Aaron Ekblad. Florida looks good, like the serious cup contenders again. Of course, a tribute to Johnny Gaudreau, offering his rookie card, and we'll end it off with
Bob
in a PSA 10. Gem Mint PSA 10. Beautiful. I was going to say that a couple of years ago, this would have been the first card that I showed, but I have faith. I have faith. So we'll leave it at that. Every other card in here is a major star or rookie card, and you know, just randomly pick one, show a few. You got the idea. All right, we're going to end this video off with two cards that are not from this consignment. One of them is up on eBay right now. One of them is coming up. Here is the Patrick Waugh rookie card in a PSA 9. This is currently live on eBay under our user ID, AA Sports Cards Vahuda. It's already getting a lot of bids. It's at around the $300 US level. It's only been on for about 48 hours. This card will be coming up next week, correct? A 1971-72 O-Pee-Chee Guy Lafleur rookie card in a PSA 8. I don't really need any adjectives or pronouns or verbs. I don't even know what and those are. Maybe they're all the same. Words don't need to be spoken. Speaks for itself. A gorgeous card that'll be coming up for sale on eBay next week. All right, so again, just an awesome amount of stuff that you will see up for sale on eBay very, very shortly. Thank you for watching. As always, enjoy the Stanley Cup playoffs, everybody. And Guy and I will see you soon.